October 2024. These are groceries that will last a week and a half to 2 weeks for my family of 4. It should not cost this much to feed us.
Okay, I'm going to play this back really quick as I see some things that are definitely jumping out at me initially. Like I said, these groceries roughly came out to $300, but what I see is a lot of junk. I see a lot of junk food in here. We got Fritos, we got some type of fruit chews right there, Pringles, and then also what I see is a lot of name brand things. I mean, some of these things she could get off brand and probably cut this bill down maybe 25, 30%. I mean, we all know groceries are at an all-time high, so I mean, you got to be selective and try to get off brands when you can. We know sometimes the generic brands don't taste as good as the name brands, but I mean, in this economy, you got to kind of, pick and choose.
And a half to 2 weeks for my family of 4. It should not cost this much to feed us.
This is getting ridiculous. All this is 74 bucks. I got 2 lemonades, coffee creamer, some churros twist, some Pop-Tarts, Takis, some dog treats and M&Ms, and water. $74, guys. This is ridiculous. I thought it was gonna come out with like maybe 40 bucks. Nope.
Again, just like the previous video, you see a lot of junk food, Takis, chips, those type of things. I mean, honestly, we all like to snack and indulge, but those things don't hold. You eat that stuff and then 2 hours later, you're back hungry again. I mean, you got to get things that's a little bit more nutritious, that's going to hold, that's going to stick on to you.
Serious question here. How much are you spending a week on groceries? I was just having this conversation the other day with my friends, and they were like,
drop in the comments below how much you spend a week on groceries.
Yeah, I'm spending like $100 a week on groceries, and I'm like, I'm spending at least close to $300 a week on groceries. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but definitely close to $300 a week. Anytime I step into Publix or Wegmans, I can get like 5 items, and it's definitely going to be like $100 minimum. It's crazy.
Well, maybe you need to stop shopping at Publix and Wegmans. Maybe you need to head down to Aldi's, get ShopRite, maybe a little bit of or a Costco or a BJ's or more of a wholesale retailer to get that price down. No way you should be shopping at Wegmans and 5 items costing you $100. I mean, you can't afford to be there.
I do buy a lot of organic foods. Wegmans, I love their like pre-made foods that all you have to do is put in the oven. I buy like a ton of those for myself usually because I work from home and I don't have a lot of time to cook lunch. But those are expensive. They're like 10.
Hold on, time out. Did this woman just says she buys a lot of pre-made food from Wegmans and Whole Foods because she doesn't have a lot of time to cook, and then turn around and says she works from home? Your office is in your house. You literally could take your 31-hour break, go downstairs and make a whole meal. Come on, we got to stop making excuses.
$12 for each of them. And I work from home, 5 days a week. And then you have the weekends. So I'm spending close to like $300 a week, and I'm kind of sick of it. Like I'm sick of how much things cost in general, but how expensive groceries are. And I just want to know like how much, and I have a family of 5, so myself, my husband, and 3 children. 2 of my kids wear pull-ups at night. They're fully potty trained during the day. But they do wear pull-ups at night, so obviously that's extra cost. And then of course paper towels, toilet paper, things like that. We go through those so fast. I buy a lot of organic foods, things like that. So it's just really expensive. And I just want to know like average cost for where you live. Like what are you spending a week on groceries? I live in North Carolina, and I go to Wegmans, Trader Joe's, Publix, Target, Harris Teeter. I'm not big on like, and I hate to say this, but I really don't look at like how much things cost. I really should. But if I want something, I just buy it, and I need to get better.
I knew it. I knew once she started off talking about she goes to Wegmans and 5 items cost $100. She had no idea how to budget and manage money. She's just out there spending.
About that. But I know like organic food is just going to cost me more, and I'm like, are there places I should go that organic food costs less? If so, I need to go to those places. But I just want to know, like, how much does your family spend a week on groceries, and what are your like money saving tips when it comes to that? Now, mind you, like I do have a grocery budget, and it's like $250 a week usually is my grocery budget, and I usually hit that pretty quickly. And I'm like, am I the only one who's spending this much money on groceries? Like, this is embarrassing. So I'm just curious, where you are in the world, what are you spending?
I got one tip for you if you want to save money when it comes to buying groceries. Shop at cheaper places. Wegmans and these high-end what's the other one? Whole Foods type of places are extremely expensive, especially if you have a family of 5. You need to go to cheaper supermarkets.
$100 to feed my neighbor's kids for an entire week, and this is what I got. On my way to the store, I seen the kids outside running around. It's like 60 degrees, so it's not that bad outside. They asked me if I can get something for them to eat tonight, and I let them choose, and they end up picking hot dogs. They end up eating 3 hot dogs each, a full-size bag of family potato chips. I was honestly hoping that big bag of
We got to pause it right there. I mean, that's a video for another day. But have y'all actually seen what these potato chip companies are doing? Literally, 70% of the bag is air, and you got about 30% chips. That's one of the biggest scams out there. I mean, shrinkflation is really real.
of chips would last for an entire week, but they end up eating the whole bag the same day. If I told you that these kids ate 3 hot dogs apiece and a whole bag of family chips, how old would you think that they are? I'm just curious if that is a lot or not. On top of having the hot dogs and the chips, they did have 2 oranges apiece and 2 full cups of juice. They were acting as if they hadn't ate all day long, but they had just got out of school. And I'm now thinking they're always so hungry because they eat lunch at school at 10:30. 10:30 in the morning, they're eating lunch, and they eat breakfast at 8. On top of eating at 10:30 in the morning, they only get 30 minutes to eat. So I do understand why these kids are always hungry. I end up spending $147.
Yeah, that's crazy. Eating at 10:30 in the morning, that's basically breakfast. No wonder they're coming home and they're starving. It must be maybe a real large school, and they have maybe a small cafeteria. That's the only thing I could think of, and that's the only way they could get everybody to eat. So some people gonna have to eat, gonna have to start eating early.
Grocery shopping for a family of 6 on $100 budget. Let's see if I go over. And yes, I went to Aldi's. I did cheat. I sure did.
You hear that? She went to Aldi's. Make that dollar stretch as far as it can. Not Wegmans and Whole Foods if you can't afford it.
So I got some blueberries, some bananas, and oh, he's stealing him and his nana. And then I got some chicken thigh fillets. Those can go very far. Some stew meat. Got me some ground beef, the lean kind, of course. Got some chops, as my baby call it, some chops. Some sweet peas, some sweet corn, and some cream corn. Well, whole corn and cream corn. I got a little pack of lemonade, some jelly, because they run through it like crazy. Got me some white rice, because rice is a staple. It's going to go far. You hear me? Some spaghetti, big pot of spaghetti. You hear me? Some lunch meat. Got a couple juices. Got 2 things of eggs. Eggs go fast in my house. I told you I'd be having
She know how to shop. You hear me?
to make a dozen like every time. A bag of chicken breasts. I got some peppers. Then I got some tortillas, make some fajitas, some taco seasoning, and I got this for myself. Now my total was like 98 or something when I calculated it, but it came out to 96.68. Bye.
That's a shopper right there. That's a shopper. You see all that she got for $100? That's a shopper. She gonna make that stretch. Shout out to that young lady.
With me to go grocery shopping for my family of 4 on a $40 budget. Of course, I'm at Walmart. Y'all know that's my favorite store. Now, I'm starting off first in the fruit section. This is essential in my household, mainly because my toddler is so picky, but I know she'll at least eat the fruit. I'm grabbing 1 stick of ground beef, and I'm going to show y'all later in the video how you can make a quick and easy $10 meal. Y'all know that's what I'm about. Walmart always has really good prices on their chicken drumsticks, so I'm grabbing 2 packs. Now, my toddler is obsessed with the great value white grape juice, so I'm grabbing her one of those. We need some chips, so I'm grabbing the cheddar and sour cream, great value, of course. Me and my daughter love some mini ravioli, so I'm grabbing a couple of cans of that. Not the big ones, just the minis. I swear they taste different. Y'all know I had to grab me a can of green beans, period. I'm also grabbing a box of Velveeta skillets. The cheeseburger macaroni and cheese one is the best. That's probably what we're gonna eat tonight for dinner because I love a quick and easy meal. I'm also gonna add a can of diced tomatoes for a little extra razzle dazzle, and I'm grabbing a can of greens to cook later with my chicken. Now here's a quick and easy meal idea you could try. The subtotal is $10.08, but here's everything that I got in total. Now I told y'all my budget was $40, so let's see if I stuck to that. The price of groceries is absolutely ridiculous, especially when you don't qualify for food stamps. So yes, I went over my budget, but y'all let me know in the comments what you think I spent.
Let me know what you think she spent in the comments. I mean, also you notice we seen videos where people are who are able to budget are still able to get, still able to make their dollar stretch. Past 2 videos, one thing that I noticed, they brought off brand. Everything you buy from the supermarket doesn't have to be name brand. A lot of times, these foods, especially these brand names, are made in the same factory as the generic company. A lot of people don't know that. So you could definitely save a few dollars by buying the off brand.
Got our food stamps. Let's go grocery shopping as a low-income family of 7. Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Rachel and I am a low-income stay-at-home mom of 5. And yes, our family receives SNAP EBT benefits. There's a couple of things I want to address because every single time I post a video like this, I get these type of comments and questions. Why do you have 5 kids if you can't afford them? The real question should be, why can't I afford them when my husband was working full-time, making good money, 40 plus hours a week? Every single time we got a little bit of cushion, guess what? The rent would go up, our light bill would go up, the cost of living and food goes up. You should not have to make 6 figures to barely get by. The second most common question that I get is, why are you a stay-at-home mom? Get a job. I am a stay-at-home mom because I'm not going to pay somebody else to raise my kids. This is only...
And also with the cost of childcare, it probably sometimes childcare is actually more expensive than going out working a job. So you're actually better off having someone stay at home and watch the children, which is ultimately the best, than having, like I said, than paying for childcare. Like I said, I'll be making another video. Childcare costs are through the roof.
Temporary while my husband is in school. It is not a long-term solution. That is what these resources are there for. And I have paid my share of taxes, and there was a point in time where we did not qualify for anything. So you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to use the resources available to me if it means my family is fed and safe. If that is triggering, please check yourself.
I am back. Hello. It's going to be my first grocery trip at the new commissary here on the base. We've been here a few times, but we've been getting like a little bit of stuff here and there. I haven't done like a full-on grocery trip. I'm going to go in. My budget is $100. If you're military, you know this pay period is long. So I got $100 to hopefully survive until next pay period. Let's see. The lines are cheap. All right, let's see how I did. I did go over a little bit. I paid $104.94. Oh, I actually went under. Look at that. 99. I can't point to it because I'm holding it. But it came out to $99.94. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that surcharge that charged me $5. Oh my gosh, I would have been right on the mark. But yeah, that's what I got. This commissary is a little bit bigger than my last one, but still not many. Still not much. The limes are still kind of expensive, 50 cents. I think last space, I mean, they were 70 cents. But there's an H-E-B down the street, and I'm definitely going to be shopping there more often because I feel like commissary, I'm just going to get the basics. But since there is an H-E-B right off base, I will be there. But yeah, hopefully that'll last. I didn't get rice because we already had some. And oil, salt, and pepper. I already got all that stuff. We have the basic stuff at the house. So yeah, time to make some food now.
I mean, she stayed within budget, $100 for a family of 5. That sounds pretty good to me.
Groceries are expensive as shit right now. Look at this. Items purchased, exact 30 items purchased in 2022, $70.29. Same items purchased, the same 30 items now, $165. That inflation is unreal. What are we supposed to do nowadays to help our families? This is insane. We need to get control of this, guys. Like, my mind is blown. Like, this is just insane to me. Does anybody else feel like this? Let me know in my comments.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. Like I said, that's over 120% price increase, but yet these jobs want to give you 1-2%, if that, as far as a raise goes. Like I said, it's not even keeping up with the cost of inflation.
Shopping with us with a budget of $200. We always have to have Pepsi in stock. It's heavy. I usually get these at Trader Joe's. I had no idea they had some here. Oh look, limited time. We got a box of pasta, some oil. I honestly want to be cheap and grab that one for dinner. We're gonna use this one when we actually like deep fry stuff because we waste a lot of the good oil when we're cooking. So that one for frying. I'm craving a Caesar salad, so we're gonna get one. But y'all look, they have a strawberry lemonade salad. Jordani can run through bananas. I'm gonna get some. Whoa, not those ones. Always have to have tortillas in my house. Protein is always where it gets expensive. We're gonna get a pack of pork chops. I always have to have chicken breast. I'm only at $92, so we're doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna get ground beef or something steak.
One smart thing that she's definitely doing is, like, it looks like she's shopping at one of those wholesale places like a BJ's or a Costco's. You definitely can save a few dollars at those places.
We cooked these on the grill last time and it was really good, so I'm gonna get this again. This is gonna put me way over my budget, so I'm gonna skip out on the ground beef. I am all out of bacon, so I'm gonna get another pack. For my husband's sandwiches, we're gonna get some ham. Ooh, the last pack, and some cheese. This is my favorite bread.
I love that artisan bread. I literally got some right in the kitchen. That artisan bread, it tastes amazing.
They are all out of eggs, and I really need eggs. I'm gonna make a creamy chicken for dinner, so I'm gonna grab some heavy cream. Dude, I cannot believe they don't have eggs. Are we back to that, like, egg recession? I'm gonna get Jordani some chicken nuggets for lunchtime. Yeah. Jordani has been obsessed with hot Cheetos lately, so I'm gonna get him a bag. These are always my late night snack. I love these. We stayed under budget, 25 items for $200. I feel like back then I could have got way more, but it's okay.
Let me know what you think in the comments of the price of groceries. Also, let me know what you're spending a week on groceries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.